Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome that name tag guy, Scott Ginsberg.
$3,417 days ago today, I was in a meeting just like this, and everybody was wearing their little sticky name tag just like this. Usually, when you attend a seminar and the meeting is over, you go to the back door, you take your name tag and throw it in the trash. So when I got to the exit of that room, this is what I saw. Now, most people, when they look into a garbage can, they see trash. Some people see opportunity. So the question that I asked myself that very moment is the same question I'm going to challenge each of you to begin asking yourself every day. What could I do in this moment that would be the exact opposite of everybody else? Now, my answer to that question, what if I just left my name tag on all day? Maybe I should walk around town with my name tag. So I did. And over the course of the next 24 hours, you would be amazed at what happened. Instantly, people were friendlier. Complete strangers started saying hello to me. Even pretty girls from across the street would say, "Hi, Scott." This is a great idea. I must have met 20 people in one day just from wearing a name tag. So later that night, brushing my teeth, looking at the name tag in the mirror, and two thoughts occurred to me. Number one, wow, look how easy it is to encourage people to be friendlier and more approachable. And this led to the second thought, which was, well, if wearing a name tag was so effective for one day, I bet it would work every day. So it came to pass on Tuesday, November 2nd of 2000 at 9:41 p.m. that I made the crucial decision of my entire career. I vowed to wear a name tag all day, every day, for the rest of my life. Sometimes two. Hello, my name is Scott, and I am the only person in the world who wears a name tag 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year for 10 years. When I say 24/7, I mean in the shower, at the beach, everywhere. I've also done more research on the topic of name tags than anybody, and I've looked. I've gone all over the internet. Nobody's ever done this before. Now, I don't share that information to boast about my accomplishments, even though my mother is very proud of me. My mother loves to brag to her friends. She'll say, "My youngest son, Scott, he's 30 years old, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame of Ripley's Believe It or Not for wearing a name tag." Woo, wow. She's so proud. I hate to tell my mother because I love her so much, but I'll admit to all of you that wearing a name tag every day, that's not much of an accomplishment. But what is an accomplishment is when you leverage a simple idea into something big and beautiful and fun and cool that utilizes your gifts, validates their existence, makes money, and makes the world a better place. I mean, does that sound good to any of you? You better believe it. Now, this is what I've dedicated the past 10 years of my life to. So this morning, what you are going to learn in this presentation, I promise, is not a bunch of goofy stories about wearing a name tag every single day. I should probably explain this. I got pulled over for speeding. I was late for a presentation. So if you look at the police officer in the middle, that's a copy of my book that I gave to him. I thought maybe if I gave him the book, he wouldn't write me the ticket. Do you think I still got the ticket? Oh well. So, here's what you are going to learn today. How does some regular guy like me transform this into this? That's the crazy part. And people for years always said, yeah, he's Scott, the guy who wears a name tag every day. Well, now, 10 years later, I'm known around the world as Scott, the guy who made a whole career out of wearing a name tag every day. And this career is founded on the topic of approachability. That's what we're here to talk about. And we'll get into the specifics of what it means to be an approachable agent in a few minutes. For now, it's important that I admit to all of you that I know nothing about insurance. I've never sold insurance. I've never worked for an insurance company. As a matter of fact, I don't even have insurance. Is there anyone here that knows an agent that might be able to sell me a policy just in case I need some insurance? Okay, you can see me after the presentation. Okay, I'll talk to him later. Call me. If you go onto Google and you type in the word approachability, here's what will happen. You'll discover how it comes clear to what your job is. I don't know what it's like to sell insurance. I have the greatest admiration for all of you. I could never sell insurance. Here's what I do know. I know what it feels like to say hello to a stranger who doesn't want to be the first person to trust you. Approachability is the secret. So if you go onto Google, type in the word approachability. 3 million websites will come up. Hey, isn't that interesting? The first 10 are my websites. Awesome! Then, if you go on to Amazon.com, you type in the word, hey, there's a bunch of books I wrote. This is great! And I thought I was so cool until I went to eBay.com. Somebody was trying to sell my book for $2. That's not a lot of money. The shipping and handling was more expensive than the book. That's okay. I went on to eBay.com and I bid it up to $500 and then I bought it. That way you can tell people, I heard Scott's book went for $500. So this word, approachability, I know you think I'm crazy. I know you think I'm out of my mind, and I'm here to tell you that you're right. I am crazy. And I'm here to tell you that that's okay. Sticking yourself out there involves a little bit of craziness. I imagine you've heard the old Einstein quotation. He once said, insanity is defined as doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting a different result. Scott Ginsberg says, insanity is defined as wearing a name tag while you're taking a shower. That is insane. What I've discovered is that insanity is the lifeblood to innovation. You don't need to wear a name tag every day. I am going to challenge each of you to think, how could you stick yourself out there? Incorporate a little bit of craziness into what you do. If you go back to Amazon.com, if you type in the word crazy, this will come up. This is a costume for crazy people. It comes with a name tag already in it. I think this proves that I'm crazy and out of my mind. But it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter if you believe you're approachable. It only matters if your customers remember feeling that you're approachable. There are two questions at the fundamental core. Number one, how do other people experience you? Question number two, how do other people experience themselves in relation to you? See, I learned this lesson the hard way. This picture was taken in the green room of CNN television. I had never done an interview before in my life. Before I knew it, they were putting the microphone on, and they said, Scott, you're about to be interviewed in front of 10 million people.